Honourable Speaker, Honourable President, it's time for South Africans to be South African and to honour and respect the preamble of the Constitution and the Constitution itself. This is no time for ethnic and cultural individuality, no time for racial polarisation or talk of secession. We cannot afford a race war, and we cannot allow those who foment this here and abroad to incite us. You said we won't be bullied. Thereafter, President Trump issued an ill-informed executive order, fueled by divisive narratives designed to fracture us. This should have reminded us all that we do not live in splendid global isolation. The backpedaling in the face of Trump's executive order and the looming threat of AGOA's revocation has been remarkable. It reminds me of the popular acronym FAFO. Be careful of what you wish for. The truth is, for years we've been bullied. Our BRICS partners dictate who may and may not visit our country, such as the Dalai Lama, and who we can and cannot engage with, such as the Taiwanese government. You have chosen friends that are pariah nations, that are neither democratic nor uphold human rights. Nations at war with their own people through repressive regimes. Conversely, we treat democratic nations, our major trading partners, with disdain and insult. Let it be known that the racist rhetoric so freely bandied about in this parliament and on party rally stages by the likes of the ANC, the EFF and MKP has grave consequences for us as a nation. Your ANC sins are catching up with you. You have prostituted yourselves to the highest bidders who grease your party wheels with no regard for the consequences. The New World Order sees which side you have picked, and now the chickens are coming home to roost. Javier Milei was unambiguous about this at Davos. Mr. President, your lip service to fighting corruption while promoting and protecting cadres who have failed at local government level, who've been implicated and convicted of egregious corruption and tender fraud, undermines our international reputation. This severely limits our ability to attract foreign direct investment to grow our anemic economy. We have a new generation, a new government, in words, not in deed. There's an interesting article about the changing of the guard in the United States entitled Overrides. It focuses on the dismantling of an entrenched and manifestly corrupt order. It is clear that there's been no override or dismantling of our entrenched corrupt order, as your Sona speech was as delusional, out of touch and fanciful as ever. Mr. President, you displayed dystopian disconnection, and I'm not surprised because your ministers do it every day. Minister Mantashe said Sizabakupa when we asked him, when are you going to deal with the Lily Mine victims? It's now been 9 years. We hear that Vantage is going to open the mine. Not a word about the Lily Mine victims. Your police minister informs you that every police station has a victim-friendly service centre. They don't. Just ask every single GBV victim who has to go to a police centre to report a rape what it feels like. Your Minister of Home Affairs claims to be eradicating backlogs, yet his department cannot resolve a case I've referred to him of 2 South Africans awaiting passports abroad for more than a year. It's easier for illegal immigrants to infiltrate Home Affairs and bribe their way to obtaining documents that give them access to South African social security and other citizenship privileges that our citizens don't have. No, sir, the situation is actually dystopian. Apart from watching some GNU parties clapping like seals during your address and listening to their valiant attempts at endorsing your commentary, the rest of the country is not convinced.